By the way, if you want to celebrate the return of full Power Escanor and support this channel at the same time, you can check out our merch store, AnimeUproar.com, including this Escanor Praise the Sun shirt, a stellar bestseller, and also the Escanor All Hail the One shirt, Escanor in the One form. Both designs are originals created by Kuzomari exclusively for AnimeUproar.com. What is up everybody, it's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today I will be once again talking about the latest twists and turns in the epic story of the 7 Deadly Sins, including the long-awaited return of the Sun Praiser-in-Chief, Full Power Escanor. I mentioned in the previous few videos that I'm convinced that all this talk about Escanor dying was just another troll by the creator Nakaba Suzuki, because there is no way that the Master of the Sun, Escanor, was going to die. At least not before he finally makes sweet sweet love to Merlin. And as it turns out, Escanor is not only alive and well, but he is now back in full form and ready to take on the Demon King. I can't wait to get into all these juicy plot twists. If you enjoyed the 7 Deadly Sins content on this channel, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeUproar for all the latest 7 Deadly Sins updates. And as usual, this video will contain manga spoilers. We're gonna be talking about the latest developments in the 7 Deadly Sins story, so please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Chapter 317 starts off with an injured Escanor still bravely fighting against the spawn of the Endura, even though he is clearly no match for the monster in his sunshine-less form. Gilthunder tries to help Escanor, but it's no use, the monster is just too strong. That said, Escanor shows incredible bravery and determination by continuing to fight despite being severely injured. When the Holy Knights wonder how Escanor can still be fighting when he is injured worse than they are and they are lying helplessly on the ground, Escanor tells them that in the past he was on the receiving end of Meliodas' blows. And even though he was then in his daytime form, the pain was so bad he thought he would die. Compared to the attacks of Meliodas, this current pain is like an insect bite. I thought that it was interesting that Escanor brought up his fight against Meliodas at this point in time. First of all, it reminds us of how powerful Meliodas truly is and what it really means to be on the level of the Demon King. And at the same time, it reminds us that Escanor is indeed human. Sure, he had sunshine and this made him incredibly strong, but he was never immortal, and he was never a member of an extremely powerful magical species. So even when he was using sunshine, he still had to deal with and overcome intense pain and struggle. It's easy to miss this because of how supremely confident Escanor always is in his daytime form. So I thought that it was really cool for Escanor to bring this up and remind us that despite the brave and cocky front that he puts up, Escanor is and always was just a human who was blessed but also cursed with an incredible power. Escanor tells Gilthunder, Hauser, and Griamore that he will continue to fight to be their shield and that they have to use this time to get away, even if they have to crawl on their hands and knees to do it. But unfortunately for Escanor, it doesn't take long for the Endura spawn to completely overwhelm him and he loses both of his arms during the battle. We then witness a brief moment where Escanor feels ashamed that he is so weak compared to the other Sins, and he thinks that if they saw how pathetic he was in this moment, they would definitely laugh at him. However, that moment of doubt lasts only for a short period of time because Escanor soon realizes that no, that is not true. The other Sins see him as one of their own, and they respect and appreciate him no matter what form he is in, daytime or nighttime. Escanor is comforted by this thought, and it makes him even more determined to see this final battle through to the end. As he is about to be killed by the Endura spawn, Escanor says that he wants to be with the Sins to the very end, even if only in spirit, because he is the 7 Deadly Sins' Lion Sin of Pride, Escanor. This was such a powerful and emotional moment, and it emphasizes yet again the fascinating duality of Escanor's character. We all know the memes about how OP Escanor is, praise the sun and all that good stuff, and we know his famous prideful quotes like, "Who decided that?" and "In this realm, kings such as yourself are as numerous as grains of sand, but I am no such thing. I am unlike any other existence in the world, the Lion Sin of Pride, Escanor." We love how cocky and overpowered Escanor is in his daytime form, But we also know that beyond that larger-than-life persona, Escanor is also a deeply frail and insecure person, like so many of us humans. The fact that Escanor has flaws and doubts like everybody else is very clear when he is in his nighttime form, but the truth is that even during the day, when Escanor is at his strongest and most confident, he still has inner doubts and flaws. He is still shown wondering whether Merlin will ever feel about him the way he feels about her, he gets jealous, and so on. And the fact that Escanor in this current form, without Sunshine, was able to overcome all of his many fears and doubts in order to stand bravely against the Endura spawn until the very end is beautiful and truly inspirational to all of us mere humans who don't have the power of Sunshine. But of course, this is the 7 Deadly Sins, and so naturally our boy Escanor isn't really going to die. Instead, just as he is about to be eaten by the monster, Mael suddenly shows up, destroys the monster, and miraculously heals Escanor. Mael has answered Escanor's prayers and he has come to his aid. Mael says that he will happily protect this land and the innocent people here from any approaching danger, including the Endura spawn, but he says that he can't go and fight the Demon King. Despite being the strongest of the 4 Archangels, Mael appears to be afraid of the Demon King and he says that he simply cannot stand against him. This just emphasizes yet again how strong the Demon King and Meliodas are at this point. They are on a totally different level, and even Mael doesn't think that he can make a difference in a fight against the Demon King. However, Escanor explains that he did not call Mael to fight the Demon King. He called Mael so that he could lend Escanor the power of Sunshine once again, and then Escanor will do the fighting. Mael warns Escanor that his body is already at its limit from all the strain that Sunshine has put on it, and if he tries to use it again, he may be able to use it in one more fight, but after that he will without a doubt perish. Essentially, Mael warns that Escanor will be giving up his life if he decides to take on the power of Sunshine once again. But Escanor replies that he is aware of the risks and he doesn't mind. He doesn't see it as throwing his life away, he sees it as risking his life for the sake of his best friends. Since the other sins are willing to put their lives on the line to rescue others, Escanor is willing to do the same for them. Mael agrees to give Sunshine back to Escanor and tells him that there's still time before noon. As Sunshine returns to Escanor, we immediately see him growing immensely in size and stature, and the next chapter is called Chaotic Battle, which implies that we are going to witness a massive showdown and that Escanor will likely be involved. Mael mentioning that it's not yet noon also implies that Escanor will be able to attain his The One form during the big chaotic battle that is coming up. So that will be extremely interesting to see, although I was really hoping that we would get to see Mael in the One mode sometime in the future. Still, I think we've all been waiting for a long time to see Escanor at full power and in action once again, so I'm excited to see what's to come. But we have to remember this. Although Escanor was just saved by Mael, Mael's words about Escanor's body being at its limit indicate that Escanor's life is still in danger. He is about to use the power of Sunshine in order to fight in this epic showdown, but this fight may be too much for his body to handle and he could die because of it. This chapter definitely leaves us on the edge of our seats, and I'm sure that we are all wondering how much Escanor will be able to handle and what his ultimate fate will be at the end. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I don't think that Escanor will die. Even if his body is badly damaged during this next battle, I believe that Merlin, Elizabeth, or someone else will find a way to heal him and he will stay alive. As a massive Merlin and Escanor shipper, I am waiting for them to end up together in the end, and I will not let anyone convince me that a different ending is possible. In fact, I am working on a video right now about what would happen if Merlin and Escanor had a baby, and what types of powers this child could potentially have. So if you don't want to miss that video, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell if you haven't already. The only way to get notifications on YouTube now is to make sure that you have enabled all notifications for this channel. So please do that right now. The Escanor and Merlin baby video will feature drawings of the child and its powers by pro manga artist Kuzomari, so definitely be on the lookout for that. By the way, if you want to celebrate the return of full Power Escanor and support this channel at the same time, you can check out our merch store, AnimeUproar.com, including this Escanor Praise the Sun shirt, a stellar bestseller, and also the Escanor All Hail the One shirt, Escanor in the One form. Both designs are originals created by Kuzomari exclusively for AnimeUproar.com. So, what did everybody think about these latest developments? What do you think about Escanor's brave and noble conduct as he fought the Endura spawn without Sunshine? And what do you think about the fact that he just got the power of Sunshine back from Mael? How do you think that Escanor is going to influence the battle against the Demon King? And what do you think will be the ultimate fate of Escanor? Let me know down in the comments, I always love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, be sure to leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeUproar for all the latest 7 Deadly Sins news and updates. A huge thank you to all of our AnimeUproar patrons for supporting our work. I want to give a special thank you to our Pro Hero tier patrons, including the one and only Gilgamesh, Chubbs is the man, Nothing But a Fan, and Jason Wilson. And another huge thank you to our The One tier patrons, the ones who stand above all other clans, including Baby Ray, Ace, Ingrata, Alolanado, Maddie Mac, and Michael Calderon. If you guys feel that our content provides value for you and you want to support more, be sure to check out our Patreon link in the description. Even donating a single $1 will give you access to our AnimeUproar patron exclusive Discord, and your name will appear in our videos along with these amazing people. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate it. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.